Hi, my name is Jessica Paola Rojas Hernandez, and this is the first activity of material design. The unit 1+1, the role of the materials designer. Presentation. My name is Jessica Paola Rojas Hernandez. I am 19 years old. I am a student of degree in foreign language with emphasis on English in 7th semester. I live in the municipality of San Pablo de Orbur in the department of Boyacá. The first answer the questions. What was the conception of development of materials decades ago? In my opinion, and with the reference, decades ago, education was considered a fairly structured regime where the educational system offered very few university degrees, and in primary education the teachers were very strict, so that the students had to be strong and learn, especially the areas that were most taken into account. Spanish, how to read and write, and mathematics, that was the main thing. Our parents and grandparents talk about all books that they had to use for their learning and the strict explanation of the teachers, since their teaching methods were a bit rude. The second, what does material development require of teacher? The development of educational tools to implement in the class must go through three filters, where it is defined if the material is suitable for the educational process, and level that the students have. The filters are a selection step. This is the first step in the development of materials dedicated to function reachable of resource, or more common components, content and educational strategy, as necessary to create documents in this area: knowledge, productivity, and engineering. There are very different ways to produce it during to check phase. The composition stage, the second phase of component development, is dedicated to assembling and integrating direct resource or material components into their final structure. In this step, the resources obtained in previous step are added and integrated to the structure of the document defined by the educational requirements and help to meet the requirements. The evaluation phase. At this stage, the properties of the obtained materials were controlled according to their creative or potential expectation. The evaluation criteria for resource is one of the most important activities related of this development, because through this you can achieve the characteristics of educational material that meet the requirements reached at the beginning of creativity for real information. C. What are the components of the creation and adaptation of didactic learning. Provide specific procedures by users that their academic trainers to provide experience according to their needs, interests, and abilities. In the degree, identify user or student records is in an online educational environment to organize interaction with students and provide activities and learning activities to meet the specific needs of each student. In adaptive system, the computer adjusts the presentation and access to educational materials according to these requirements, according to your answer to question, task, and experience. The adaptive systems are used to adapt the learning experience for students and facilitate deeper and more effective learning. The conditions are improvement of learning and self-learning methods can be based on the strengths, weakness, and own rhythm in real time in the learning process, analysis of the success, evaluation, and errors of users who learn to determine the basis of adaptive learning. The conscious human is education and educational capacities. The technology, the form of each user is configured in the information system or in the learning environment. Adaptive learning supports three columns: fitting strategies, fitting methods, and fitting parameters. D. In your opinion, what is the main role of the teacher when designing materials to learn language? Okay, in my opinion, the teacher must take into account the guidelines to start the design of an activity. It must be based on the level of schooling of the students to whom the activity is going to be carried out. That has the necessary guidelines and that it is understandable for the students already which is the teaching of a new language. In this way, it will be a resource suitable for use in a classroom. And will contribute to the development of students and their easy learning of a new language. Thank you very much for your attention. This is my presentation. Bye.